So today's vacation is in New York or France. Nikola Tesla lived and died in this Mohammad Ali. He stayed at the hotel after the fire. Hi everyone, my name is Masha and I'm a singer-songwriter and I currently live in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Am I wearing too much makeup? Don't judge me. First of all, it's my first video on my channel. Second, I woke up with this pimple today and I couldn't let it go because it's my first video. So I started hiding this pimple and that's how it ended. People often ask me where I get inspiration for my music from. And you know, the ideas, they sometimes crash into my head completely unexpectedly, like an unplanned pigeon poop event in the morning. But sometimes they don't. And what do I do in those cases? Luckily for myself, I live not far from New York City, which is full of history, mysteries, and inspiration behind each corner. So I just pick a place in New York and go and hunt for ideas. So today's vacation is a New Yorker hotel. And I'll take with me these cute, nice little glasses with camera. So you guys can follow me on this inspiration hunt. Let's talk for a second about the hotel itself. I actually found so many interesting things about this hotel and I'm so happy that I picked this location to be my first video on that channel. So let's go. The hotel is located on the corner of 34th Street and 8th Avenue, and it was built in 1930 and quickly became a very popular place, and a lot of politicians, celebrities and other famous people were seen relaxing on the floors of the hotel. Excuse me, I forgot to introduce Coco. He's a very important part of this video. Kosi, say hi. Say hi. He's not a very polite bird, maybe because he is a bird. The hotel has an underground tunnel that used to connect the lobby to Penn Station, the subway station, so basically the guests could just hop off the train and go directly to their rooms. Very convenient. And obviously right now it's abandoned, the tunnel is abandoned and forgotten and very few people know about its existence, and I can't go there, unfortunately. It was the first hotel that had TVs and radios in each single room, and Google also says that it was also the first hotel where they used UV light for sanitation of the bathrooms, and they sealed the toilet seats with cellophane. Man, like why such a good tradition was lost? Why don't they do it nowadays, huh? This is a good one. Stop shaking! I like this one. Winham operates the New Yorker hotel, but the building is owned by a Korean religious group. So they purchased the building in 1976 for $5 million, and they still own this building.
This is why he was called the beginning and the end, the first and the last, the Alpha and Omega. And I want to share to someone today, somebody out there probably was not good to you. Somebody out there probably said bad words to you. They probably called you outside of your name. They probably said you this and that. But you know what God says? God says no. You're my daughter. God says no.
Don't quote me on this. I read somewhere that Barack Obama's dad stayed in this hotel when he was getting married to Barack Obama's mom. But I might confuse the facts. And now let's get to the interesting part that actually inspires me the most, the people who lived in this hotel. Okay, Nikola Tesla lived and died in this hotel. And now, who is the smartest? What did Tesla invent? I already gave a clue, he invented something. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Nikola Tesla was born in Serbia, and it was the night he was born, it was a very, very dark night with thunderstorm. And the legend says that someone, when he was born, someone told his mom, oh, he's a child of darkness. And his mom said, no, he's a child of light. Boom. How right she was. Mom's heart knows. So Nikola Tesla was working on alternating current, and he invented the induction motor, which was a granddad of basically current Tesla's motor. He moved to the United States, and he worked on a company that paid him huge salary and royalties. But one day the company was hugely in debt, and the owner of that company came to Tesla and asked if he can step away from the royalties because the company is going down. And he agreed. So he stepped away from around $300 million to nowadays currency, just because he felt compassionate about that person, and he was not all about the money. And then there was a series of events, unfortunate events, like he still received a decent amount of money from that company and was able to open several laboratories where he was working on his research. But then there was a fire in his laboratories and a lot of work was lost, and because of that fire, he didn't receive the Nobel Prize and someone else did it. And basically he ended his life, like the past 10 years of his life, he was living in a New Yorker hotel, and he died at the age of 87, penniless. And a lot of articles that I read about Tesla, they say that, oh, unfortunate life of Nikola Tesla. And I was thinking, why is it unfortunate? And most of them mentioned that, yeah, he didn't have money at the end of his life. That's why. But I think he had a great life, because all his life he spent doing something he was crazy passionate about. And the fact that he didn't have money at the end of his life is like only tells me that his grandchildren or like some other people won't be fighting for his fortune. That's it. But I don't think that he had an unfortunate life. A lot of people don't like just live and die and don't do anything in their lives. And this person, he knew that he's changing the world, and he was willing for it. I don't know. Write in comments if I'm wrong, and if the material world and the cash. Another famous resident of New Yorker hotel was Mohammad Ali. He stayed at the hotel after the fight with Joe Frazier, which was called the fight of the century. And yeah, besides being this name doesn't need an introduction, right? Besides being one of the most famous athletes of all the times, he did a lot to the communities. He was fighting against the war. He was introducing the Black Power to white America, basically the Black Lives Matter movement. And one of his legacies is also being a spiritual father of rap. You know, I had a lamp behind me, the blue, and it just switched off. It just died. But I'm not going to redo this whole, the lamp is back. So back to the inspiration. When I think about the hotel, about what I read, about the people who live there, the first things that come to my mind: self-determined, patient, persistent, devoted, goal-oriented, achiever. The goals are more important than the money, things like that. So I think I know what the song will be about. The fighters, fight for your goals, don't look back. Yeah, let's see what I get.
There is something similar between me and Tesla. We both came to the United States to chase our dreams. Squeezing the trigger, prepare for debates. I'm squeezing metaphorical trigger, which means I'm ready to stand for my ideas. Golden Gates. I'm ready for the Golden Gates. So the first place where I lived in the United States was San Francisco, where Golden Gate Bridge is located. But it's also a metaphor. I'm just saying that I'm ready for the Golden Gates of my dreams to open and let me in. MMA ring. Did I write ring correctly? Yeah, Things Getting Real MMA ring. It's basically inspired by Muhammad Ali. Things Getting Real MMA ring. Figures don't lie, I have nothing. But wait, just watch me wait. Who heard of Habib before 2008? So I'm referring to Habib here because I think he's the greatest fighter out of the ones who live today. And what I'm trying to say here is that before Habib became one of the greatest fighters, he was no one. And the greatest people were nobody before they became who they are now. So, yeah, I think that's the idea. That's the idea. That's the song. Let's hear it.
I'm already in scars. I don't know how I landed in state. Squeezing the trigger, preparing for the bait. Squeezing the trigger, preparing